All right, I'm going to jump in on that because we're talking with Misha Dick, Vice President, and Serena Schluter, Director of Operations with Health Signal Partners. You can find out more at their website, healthsignalpartners.com, or call them 866-465-4881. Let me move over to you, Serena, and tell us now, Director of Operations. So we're talking to the Vice President, co-owner. He's got a view on why this is an important service. What is the service?
Great question. I'm glad you asked it. I'm going to kind of continue on to what Mark was saying and really assisting those caregivers and the children of our senior population to really maneuver through the very difficult healthcare system. There's forms, there's processes, there's what do I do in case of that. So really what Health Signal Partners does is connect these patients and their caregivers to community resources like meals and transportation. And we're able to assist them with making appointments and really be that connector for these seniors that, again, have a difficulty even sometimes talking on the phone. So we can be there for these seniors to fill the gap in what they might know and might not know. And like you said, we're all in healthcare, and there's still a lot we don't know. So you could imagine this senior who's probably could be living by themselves, and their kids could be out of state. And the comfort that could be provided to know that somebody's there for them that they can call upon 24 hours a day that could help answer any questions, again, help them understand what referrals they might need or even any gaps in care or quality measures that we can identify for them.
So they're not calling Misha, they're not calling you, Serena, they're calling who?
They are calling their health partner. So every patient is assigned their personal health assistant. And what this health partner does is available for them telephonically. Before we do that, we actually get to know the patient, and we conduct I don't want to call it an exam. It's really a head-to-toe get-to-know. It's a conversation with the patient, really understanding their needs. And we identify their needs and identify their chronic conditions and really then develop a care plan for this individual. And we customize the care plan with the senior. And it's really done together to understand where we can really move that patient towards better health. So the development of the care plan is done in conjunction with the patient. Then when that is identified, we then assign the patient their health partner. And this health partner calls the patient, checks up on them from time to time, again, helps them initiate the care plan items. Could be measure your glucose. It could be walk a mile today. And it's just really breaking down the barriers that could be associated with these seniors trying to execute to that care plan.
And maybe to add to that, to augment that a little bit, so the first thing that's really important to understand is I think we all understand the need for this type of a service. But what's really amazing about the whole thing is Medicare made it a benefit. So this is for 2/3 of all Medicare beneficiaries, and I'm sure we'll talk more about the details, but 2/3 of all Medicare beneficiaries receive this as a benefit from Medicare. So it's almost a personal concierge service provided. It's an earned benefit through Medicare. The other piece that, and Serena outlined it, the other piece is it's really a 3-step process, right, that we go through. The first process step is getting to know the patient. And we typically, and we talked over breakfast this morning, we don't even like using the word patient because we don't see ourselves as we live daily lives as patients. We think ourselves maybe as patients when we're in a physician office, but we're not, we don't live lives as patients. We live lives as people. So we don't even like the terminology, to be completely frank with you. But the first step is getting to know the individual. What are not just the medical conditions, but what are the challenges you're dealing with? And they can be mobility challenges, they can be cognitive challenges, they can be all sorts of issues. But we really need to understand the individual that we are supporting. And typically we do this in partnership with the existing physician, even working out of the PCP's office. We'll schedule a visit in the PCP's office, and our personnel will get to know you. From that, we develop this care plan. And the care plan, the magic in the way how we're thinking about it is there are care plans galore out there in the world, but many of them, again, are clinical, they're complicated, they're long, they're almost impossible to adhere to. Let's have a dialogue between the individual that wants some support, some extra help to, for example, continue remaining and living independently. And let's have a dialogue about what's feasible here. Yes, there are best practice care plans, and we utilize those, but we translate those into something that is feasible for the individual to actually do. We agree to, let's do these 3 or 4 things together, and we will help you do them, to improve your quality of life and improve your health.
I'm going to jump in there. Imagine that, a dialogue with your healthcare provider about the care plan that's best for you and how to execute that care plan. We're talking with Misha Dick and Serena Schluter from Health Signal Partners. That's exactly what they do, and it's a Medicare benefit. So don't go away. We have a lot more to cover on aging in Arizona.
Losing my head.